Hello, all. I am on a roll this morning. Everybody's asleep, and I figured out that my phone is a much better way to record videos than my computer. And so I have a story that I want to share from Miraculous Relationship, and I'm realizing that this appears backwards. So it didn't do that on the computer, but it does on here. So please, read it backwards. It is Miraculous Relationship. Anyway, this is a story that has to do with my husband, Don, and we had some rental property. And the people that were living there, we ended up having to evict them from non-payment of rent for 9 months. So we went in to clean up the mess that they left for us, partly because that's how they lived and partly because they were very angry that they got evicted. So we had a pool. It was just one of those fiberglass drop-in pools, but it was a pool that had turned into a cesspool, basically, is the easiest way to put it. So we drained it, and it was just disgusting. So my husband was inside the pool with a big scrub broom and stuff, trying to get all of the buildup off the sides of the walls and the bottom. And it was very, 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 very slippery. And he fell. Well, we figure, he had broken some ribs and he was being stubborn, wouldn't go to the doctor because he said, they can't do anything anyway. So I just humored him and said, hey, it's your body, whatever. So the next morning he gets up and he has a chicken wing and his arm's like this. He can't put it down. And I'm looking at him and I'm going, so you think you might want to go to the doctor's now? He's like, yeah, I guess I'm going to have to. So we went in and they examined him. Nothing was broken, but he had, something to do with the muscles and the ligaments. So they gave him muscle relaxers and, had him put heat on it and all this kind of stuff. Well, the doctor asked him, he says, when was the last time you were to see the doctor and have some tests done? And he couldn't remember. It'd been so long, he just didn't remember. And so the doctor says, well, I guess why don't we just run some standard tests and just, make sure everything's okay. And so, we're not thinking much of it. And we get a phone call and the doctor tells us that his PSA levels are off the chart. Now, I don't know if all of you know what that means, but PSA is a level that they test for prostate cancer. And I believe Dawn was 55 at the time. And, if you're at like 6, 8, they're getting concerned and they're suggesting treatments. And I believe it's been so long now, I'm sorry. Dawn was at 24 or 28, and which indicates that it has metastasized, which means, it's left the prostate. And so we're pretty freaking out, we're thinking, oh my gosh, what's going on? Because he had no symptoms, nothing was wrong. And so we started going online and doing research, and basically it's saying that you die with it, that you don't die of it, that it's just kind of a slow disease that isn't really life-threatening. So we're thinking, okay, we're going to deal with herbs, we're going to deal with diet and all this kind of stuff. Well, the doctor's office called us again and they said, look, we need you to come in, we need to discuss how we're going to approach this. And I forgot, he did go in and have some tests done, regarding the level of the cancer and all of that. And so that, we told him, we go, well, we're going to take a holistic approach on this, and they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. This is not a standard prostate cancer. This is a very aggressive prostate cancer. And this is not something that you can just let go. And so, we went in, we had the discussions about radiation compared to surgery. And so, we made our decisions on, how he should best proceed, with treatment. So, we took care of that, and thank goodness, that's been 20 years ago, and he's still with me. The point though of this is that sometimes when something bad happens, our reaction can be anger, it can be frustration, it can be, where was God in this? Why would God let this happen to me? The thing is that Don would never have gone to the doctor until something major was going on. And it could very well have been too late with the cancer. And so his fall, which made him extremely angry that it happened, and he was extremely angry that he was scrubbing this disgusting pool. And, he did not see this as a blessing at all until he went in, got some test results, and realized that something was going on that we were totally unaware of that could be very serious. And the other point that I want to make is that this is a type of cancer that was rampant in his family history. His grandfather died of it, his uncles had it, his father was being treated, and nobody talked about it. Nobody talked about it. Don did not know that this was something within the family structure. And that is the other thing, be more open about what's going on and talking to family members. And so, Don immediately went to his son and his grandsons and said, look, from 30 years on, you have to start testing, for this, because you're just in a susceptible place. So the miracle within this is sometimes the bad stuff really does have a purpose, and it can lead you to more knowledge or more understanding of something going on. So don't always think, that it's just God not caring about you. It can absolutely be that God is looking out for you. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.